is going to be pretty capable of just culling everyone, and this is going to be the dark technology that Tarzan's going to employ. He's a man that still does like playing the Talia, and he's going to...
Oh, man.
All right, here he goes. Seismic Shove isn't going to land this time. He's going to be able to throw the threaded volley through, and Lahens has to flash. That's the axe. Some very early adoration stacks. And Ghost...
A nice pushback by Summit as on Fleek looking to make a flash knockup play here. Oh, yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, Chovy's in position, though. Wants to get down with the hero's entrances. There it is, the taunt to come through. That should be a double kill to come out, as Onfleek is going to use the Void Assault to get him out of here, but Tarzan turns up. Will he have the flick this time? The answer is no, as Threaded Volley is going to hit some minions, but Onfleek's buying time and nothing else. After the hop is enough to create the distance, and the ultimate isn't going to execute this time. This should be a Mountain Drake going over to Griffin on the back end, so no Herald and Drake, unless Ghost and Joker can do something crazy. Not going to happen. Whirling Death, Shelly should have enough to pop this one. Oh, very, very close. Sun Turret's going to replace it, so look at that. Sandbox tear him down, and they put him straight back up. Oh, we could have the entire extended family. My goodness, we are really exploring the Rivers family tree. This is an Infernal Drake going down extremely low. Tarzan just not going to be able to get into the pit. It was vision control gained. And what we said before, actually, team fights where they have a lot of CC to lay it together. The Weave as well is going to come in. Hero's entrance going to be available here for Chovy. Jumps on forward. The Culling's going to rip Joker apart, but they have survived the first salvo of the damage here. Joker's going to be sacrificed, but can they get anything in the back line? Oh my god! The Gnar just dives forward, and Sword shows you exactly why.
Right here, the Azir. Definitely a scary champion.
Yep, Flickback is going to land onto Summit. Lahens is going to go, as that is the Gnar falling down. Now Griffin trying to chase. Viper still very healthy, but... Oh, too soon. Too soon. Come on, we're Gorilla fans here, alright? Gorilla fans. This is the LCK.
Whoa!
Does find the Mega Gnar, dives his way out as Summit flashes in, and no Seismic Shove yet again. Tarzan wanting to find more. The sticks are going to come down as the Void Assault unnecessary. Hero's entrance is just going to slam down though. The taunt, and Chovy again just dives on forward and gets a double. Saved a lot of the early game for Griffin, bottom side of the map, but you're exactly right. After that, it was went from a good news story to a horror movie. Those, so we're not singing September just yet. Fleek dives out of the pit, and now we got pings on the Baron. I feel like now, as we hit level 18 and things like that, a lot of those nerfs that did come in aren't as much of a... Guardian Angels being an advantage for Sandbox Gaming. Having double Zhonya's, though, means that... Okay, so it comes on down. Oh, Summit, you could be in trouble. There are two teleports jumping on top of you. Is this going to mean a Baron? As Summit gets out of the way of the Boomerang, the Hyper Proc will speed up the Gnar as Chovy just can't get in range in time. And this Baron's going down so fast, the teleport. Is it going to be... Oh, that's steal from Tarzan! He lands it, doesn't get the Seismic Shoves, but who cares when you can get the smite? And they're winning the ensuing fight as Ingo soared into the backline. Already Viper has torn apart the Sandbox Gaming damage, and Dove goes golden, and he's looking on in horror as he just becomes 800 gold to be taken to the Griffin.
An acceleration gate to help him get out of here.
This is actually a big deal, though. They're wasting time right now.
Oh, man.
As, of course, there are no minion waves heading up there. It's okay, Viper is just going to get exploded, but Void Assault is going to put him in the GA, and Viper's going to be able to create distance. Gets the double tap. See you later, Rek'Sai. And now Summit might be in trouble as well. Good boot back. That's going to avoid the taunt as well, as GA does go down. Viper had already teleported, though, and there was no chance that Jace was getting out. That's the taunt. And now Griffin are going to move towards the bottom lane in a turret, and we'll be able to get this one for free with so many dead.
And that is definitely a tilter. And Summit right at the end there, he probably should have just let On Fleek die. Instead, tried to make a decision to save him, ends up losing himself and the Guardian Angel in the process. Gnar, meanwhile, up in the top lane, raising turrets as well. And
yeah, this is the
I hate to say
thing.
it, Atlas, but I think the game just got completely blown to a point of no return. Griffin, they're going to get Elder.
They are. And also, this is all of a sudden for me to stop believing in Griffin's power of team fighting, especially with a composition that does it so well. As you're not going to be able to do it this time, mate. That is an instant taunt as the Void Assault is in there. He turns golden, but Sword, he's starting the fight, but maybe a little bit too quickly as the Rek'Sai lasts for a long time. Empowered Shock Blast, though, is all that Summit is going to be able to offer. The Weaver's Wall. Remember what this ability did? It stopped you from defending your turrets, and it's going to continue doing that as they take down the outer in the mid lane.
Actually having him really deep inside of the river.
Yeah, they've started it instantly. Tarzan's going to come on over. Ghost is still hitting the Baron. A bit of miscommunication maybe as Griffin have moved themselves in there. On Fleet going to make it a 50-50 as he dives underneath the ground. Tarzan, oh, he's not going to get it, but Chovy will pick it up. Dove is going to miss the ultimate as Sword gets himself over the wall with the flash, and in the back line, everyone's just dying. You can see Sword can play front lane. He's having a great time here as he kills the Thresh. And Dove just going to have to try and shift some sands to get out of the way, but it'll need to be the sands of time, guys, because this one is over. Griffin have toppled Sandbox yet again, and Chovy, he just wants to finish it now. Inhibitor finally goes down, and Griffin aren't going to be routed in game number 1.
Yeah, game number 1 going to go over to Griffin. Summit is going to have to sit there and watch as the Nexus is destroyed. And Griffin, it all started with that Baron steal.
Yep, 34 minutes into the game, guys, was exactly when Sandbox towards the top side of the map, and the Yasuo comes out. The synergy on top side for the Yasuo is not there. There are no knocks swept from Sandbox. Chovy moves over as he has priority in the mid lane, and there we go. Okay, Taunt will land onto Joker. The Unbreakable's there, stops a lot of damage. Tarzan gets exhausted, but First Blood goes to Chovy on the Aurelia. They should even be able
close quarters with one another and the opponent.
Oh, threads the needle on the Cocoon as Summit is going to be able to get the passive shield on Fleet. Here in time as Chovy turns up. Tarzan gets his way out. Vanguard's edge is there, but it's a great flash to come in from On Fleek. They are going to even this one up as Summit. Okay, On Fleek is able to get out of there, and Chovy moves back. Gets some work done as far as eliminating structures, but no plates to come from it. No extra money, and I think the Mountain Drake feels like a more impactful.
Transpired right there.
Also able to grab this turret on the top side of the map. That'll be first turret gold going over to Ghost, and he's behind. Tarzan's going to join in as Viper takes it down on the bottom side of the map as well. So mirrored map state, but the extra 100 going to be going into the back pocket. Hens, he wants to challenge on the Summit here. Heroic entrance, not going to be utilized there as okay, flashes forward. They do manage to stop the Realm Warp. Summit gets himself a shield, does have the Seraph's Embrace, but he's in the grinder. That is a very dead rise. And now we're going to have man advantage here in this mid lane. No teleport available from Sword. Summit can make his way forward. Lehens gets himself under his outer turret. Ultimate is going to land there. Fate's Call means the Dove just denied the ult, and that's an easy pickup for Viper, but honestly a mistake from Sandbox. Sword finally waddles his way in, and Joker slowed down, but not taken down, as the flash had to be used.
Oh, and here comes Chovy.
Yeah, teleports come in from Summit just to try and get enough people here, but Shelly's going to join the party. It's still a person advantage in this mid lane.
Shelly only going to be able to get one end now. Meanwhile, as we come back to live, Summit managing to pick up a turret down here. The gold is even. Griffin now going to be able to pick up themselves the Clown Drake. It will force another mouse.
Yeah, he's going to face check Sword. The disdain is going to be very easy. Takes a lot of damage. Good ultimate defensively, but Viper should be able to use that Marshall Post to get himself there. Realm Warp comes down, but Joker is going to die. Cocoon not going to land. Sword tanking a lot of damage as Dove is going to be fighting with Chovy on the top side. The flash does come in, but Chovy's just so tanky. Does eventually have to use the flash to get himself out of the way as Corrosive Charge comes in. The flow was built up, but it ain't built up enough. And Sandbox going to lose on multiple fronts. Aren't in positions where they can truly capitalize. Or the champions just aren't there. As On Fleek, yeah, he's just out of position, guys. Doesn't have Ragnarok. Blade Surge going to come in. Is it all a cunning ruse, though, as Ghost going to get on top, wants to try and get the flash forward. It's going to be Summit that gets on top. There's the Fate's Call. The Rise should die here. Fantastic taunt from Lehens. And once again, Griffin giveth, Griffin taketh away. Because he's been hitting it with his autos for so incredibly long.
Tarzan has more HP than what appears because he has Smite.
All right, we're going for the turn. Oh my god, Dove just explodes. We do have the Olaf on the backside of this fight, but he's just going to go down. He's more food for this Callista. She's so strong at her current level in this meta, and Viper is showing that he can pilot her to such beautiful effect. We've all seen what he's been practicing in solo queue. We didn't know what he could get done on the stage, and damn, does it look good. Joker now in the back of this pit does not have the unsealed spellbook, so he was just going for a cheeky steal. Won't find out Viper has gone for the I want to win the game right now build, as he has the QSS. Second after second, and this is not sieging time.
Oh, ends up actually getting.
Yeah, Vanguard's Edge comes in just to try and get that kill. Defiant Dance is going to be there. Chovy picks up the kill, but at what cost?
Mountain Break, though, is that if you guys are behind, if you're on the defensive, it doesn't really do anything. They end up just being worthless stats.
Denying it from Griffin is still a big deal, though.
That is true. And so for right now, they won't come online until later. If Sandbox can manage to regain footing in this game, no Joker right now. Full-on retreat in the mid lane. This is, at least is going to be the mid inhibitor going down. Ghost canceled his recall.
Yeah, well, they don't have inner turrets.
Yeah.
Okay, so
even 2 or 3 members remaining. Those double mountains are going to come online and easily result in a Baron cap.
Well, right now you've got Griffin engaging on the top side. Sword's going to be a long way away from this fight. There's now Chovy, denying so much with the Defiant Dance. His heroic entrance gets Lehens back towards his team. Viper now, he's picked up the Gargoyle, but Joker uses to stand behind me. The flash forward, a little bit of a disconnect here from Griffin, but Summit has to go golden. Now in the back line, more golden members of Griffin as Ghost is trying to flash. Tarzan gets on top of him, no damage from the Lucian in the back line, and that means that the Kalista is able to pop off. Griffin draw first blood in the fight as now Sandbox, they're routed. Joker is so low. Summit as well, he does have a lot of damage and a lot of shielding, and that is an Unbreakable that denied a lot of damage there from Lehens.
And it looks like Tarzan and Lehens just want to stop the ability.
Well, I mean, this might just be game, as Griffin are pushing with 3 members towards this base. Ghost does make it back, but he's very squishy. There's the flawless duet, just holding onto it, and Ghost just cannot move towards these Nexus turrets. It is going to be a bare Nexus right now. Summit is so incredibly close. The teleport onto this control ward is Tarzan, unable to get it, and the Nexus will go down. Fear beyond death, even arms from Sword, and Griffin will get themselves the 2-0, but this one looked different from both the SKT series and every other 2-0 that Griffin have got so far this season.
Yeah, and this is looking a much closer week for Griffin games. They're not as one-sided as what we would expect. In Sandbox, they had a few moments of brilliance in this game. I actually think Summit was doing phenomenal this game.
Yeah.
Obviously had an unfortunate death down there in the bottom lane to sort of end Lehens, but I think that he did quite well on the rise. And I think Sandbox can feel satisfied knowing that maybe any other team in LCK right now, outside of maybe SKT or Griffin, probably would have succumbed.
An MVP interview, so thankfully I've been saved from this interaction. So let's throw it over to Jason for some translation.
정말 이제는 이겼다는 말이 어색하지 않을 정도로
Once again, we're going to be joined by Griffin players for the MVP interview. It's Chovy and Sword.
안녕하세요.
Nice to see you guys.
네, 지난번 SKT전 오늘
It
샌드박스전
was SK Telecom, and today it was Sandbox. It was a tough schedule. How was it?
그냥 평소처럼 한 것 같아요.
I mean, I think we just did as we do usually.
잘 해내셨고요.
It wasn't really that tough.
하루밖에 못 쉬셨어요. 오늘 오면서 또 정말 강팀을
Sword, you only had one day off, and it could have been a bit of a pressure facing up against the second place team. How was it? There wasn't big pressure. We were just solely focusing on our own plays. Griffin, did you see the mic check of the previous episodes versus SK Telecom? I think you guys were doing an awesome job over there. And speaking of today's game, you picked up MVP in the first set. So you tied up with Deft, reaching up to 1,000 points. So you guys first picked Galio, even though Lissandra was open. Why was that?
사실 원래
To be honest, I think
Galio
Galio in mid lane, I mean, even though it had several nerfs, I have confidence to have laning priority. So we had a first pick card available, so that kind of let us an easier pick and ban in the upcoming ban phase, so that's why we first picked it. Galio was everywhere in the map. You were supporting your players all the time, you were always in the backup, so do you remember that play? I don't remember. We were really amazed by how you were so able to make up those plays, but I guess you don't really remember. I mean, if I see a replay, I might remember, but Maybe I just did as my feelings told me to do. I'm not really sure because I don't remember. And how was your laning phase with Galio? Actually, Dove pushed you out of lane and took the first mid lane turret. I mean, I was doing fairly well during the laning phase, but Sandbox took the Herald and they used it in the mid lane, so I just decided to let them take the turret.
하지만 그런 상황에서도 정말 침착하게 계속 경기를 잘
were able to stay calm and play out the game. We prepared this highlight over here. This is the Baron team fight. First, you were chasing Summit with sword. What was going over there? I was pushing top lane at first, but I thought that's not really worth it, so I just wanted to catch out Summit over there, but we weren't able to do that, so I just wanted to join my teammates at the Baron's pit. And Tarzan flashed in the Baron's pit, even though there was a... He can actually just jump in. I didn't really expect that. I'm just amazed at how Tarzan is good right now.
순간적인 판단으로 진입했고 저렇게 바론을 잡아냈습니다. 자, 이렇게 1세트 깔끔하게 가져갔고요.
Game 1 was a bit of a clean and perfect game. In Game 2, once again we have to mention your love of Urgot. Urgot had consecutive nerfs, but Griffin still sticks to playing Urgot in top lane. Urgot is a very it was previously an OP champion, but after that nerf, it's really hard to kind of stay in lane in the early games. But if you pick a nice rune and some tanky runes, I think it's still a viable pick. So versus Rise matchup, it's not really that easy, right? What was your plan? During the laning phase, I wanted to have laning priority and put some pressure, but it was not easy. If it had a bit of more cleaner turret dive, it could have been easier, but I think there was a bit of a sloppy moment.
아까 그리핀이 함께 바론을 치던 모습에서 샌드박스가 오자 쿨하게 바론 포기하고.
Well, you guys were trying Baron, but Sandbox was chasing you guys in the Baron's pit, and you guys just backed up and re-engaged over there. Whose order was that? Well, we all said that we should rather open team fight over there, so I just tried to open team fight on Yasuo. It was okay because if we win the team fight, we're gonna take the Baron anyway, so it was okay. And how you guys closed out the game, it was really amazing. So let's go through this highlight together.
네, 이렇게 상대를 잡아내는 장면들이
you are picking up several kills.
네, 사실 여기서 경기가 끝나는 것까지 이어질 거라고
we did not expect that the game would end here.
여기서 사실 저희는 여기서 끝날 각을 다 같이 봤었던 것 같아요.
I think we already saw this happening, and we knew that we were able to close the game out because we won the team fight really well. And we were in a really great position to win the team fight, so I mean it was a predictable result.
자, 네, 경기영상이 상당히 길게 이어지고 있습니다.
That's a bit of a long replay.
초비 선수는 저때 이제 뒤로 더 올라가서 경기 끝내야겠다 이렇게 마음 먹고.
Were you trying to just break the nexus over there?
일단 우리 팀이 집을 끊을 수 있고
our players could stop their base. So then I thought if they can stop their recall, I knew that we were able to just take down the nexus. Tarzan was the one stopping their recall, right?
와, 정말 감탄만 나오는 장면이었습니다.
I cannot believe what I just watched.
정말 파이팅하는 모습, 행복해하는 모습.
And you guys seemed really happy after today's victory. What did CB Max told you guys after the game?
오늘 잘한 걸 사실 못 느꼈는데.
Today, I didn't really think I was the one who was playing really well. I think all my teammates were doing so good. But CB Max also gave me some compliments, so it feels really nice. Chobi, how would you like to rate your performance today?
그냥 무난하게 한 것 같아요.
I mean, I did okay.
그러니까 제가 해야 할 거.
I just did what I was supposed to do. In the situation that I have to do some plays.
다제 역할 잘 해주셨습니다. 자, 이제 다음 경기가
Your next
젠지전입니다.
series is up against Genji. How are you going to prepare for that?
따로 준비할 건
Nothing
없고,
special?
하던 대로 할 것 같아요.
Just as we do
네,
normally.
초비 선수 인터뷰 언제나 즐겁습니다.
It's always happy to have you here, Chobi, on the interview stage. What about you, Sword?
한 마음이니까 똑같이 생각하고
Same.
있습니다.
I have the exact same opinion with Chobi.
계속해서 하던 대로
I guess you guys are gonna focus on your basic routine to prepare for the Genji series.
다시 한번 승리 축하드리고요.
So thank you very much for this interview, and
감사합니다.
I'm gonna pass it back to our casters. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ji-sun. Fantastic to hear from both Sword and Chovy on the interview stage as the Urgot MVP has bothered my friend LS just a little bit. He's slightly perturbed, but I think he will be back for next week. He's got a few days to recover. He'll be back on Saturday, and then everything will be okay.
You know what's really making me so excited to come back is next week is 9.5 Silas.
Hey,
Who
that's
else is
true.
excited?
Do you know who comes back? Julian comes back.
Julian comes back.
Actually,
too.
I want to change his name to Glenn.
What?
Because if you've seen The Wedding Singer, it's Julia Gulia and Glenn Gulia. Never mind. It's completely okay. We'll leave that. As you can see, these are the standings. Griffin retain their spot in number 1 and now plus 10 for Sandbox. Any victory for SKT in their next match will tie up their game amount line and also give SKT the point advantage. So second place is certainly on the cards for SKT